I started over in Grow a Garden with 100 million shekels. As you can see, my garden is currently completely empty. And well, I'm about to go and sell my complete inventory, which should go and give me a ton of shekels, 84 million, oh my goodness. So what does a garden for a brand new account with 100 million shekels actually look like? Well, first of all, we currently have absolutely zero plants. And as you could probably predict, all of the expensive trees are completely out of stock. The only thing I can currently purchase is a tomato and some blueberry seeds, and actually just all of the terrible stuff, which we're gonna have to resort to going and purchasing. We're gonna end up going and planting every seed that we just got. But before we do that, I actually have a technique that should go and allow us to grow it quicker. If we go and leave the game and then rejoin, it will say, your garden looks like this while you are offline. And while it says that, we're going to go and plant all of these seeds and it might potentially do the glitch. I'm not too hopeful. I thought it was going to go and do the instant grow hack, but unfortunately it didn't work. Instead, we have just planted a bunch of items and gained practically nothing from it. Now, I think the best thing that we can probably do is try and compete in the current event, called the Swarm event, where hopefully by participating in this, we'll go and get some pollinated stuff. For example, it does just say that we got a pollinated carrot, so let's go and harvest that. I don't really know how this works yet, since it's my first time going and doing this. But let's go and give it a pollinated carrot, and oh, you need 10 kilograms worth? Interesting. I think our current technique to going and getting some rare seeds is by hoping that the stock refreshes in 20 seconds, but also we're going to go and buy all of the cheap stuff and hopefully get some more pollinated things. But the shop reset is in 10 seconds, and imagine that we can go and buy like a beanstalk, a cacao, or a pepper. That would be very helpful for this. But it seems that all of the rare stuff... Oh, a dragon fruit! We can actually buy a mythical. That's so good. And a bunch of bamboo. This is actually going to be really helpful. That was a really lucky restock. And since we have so many shekels, we can go and buy absolutely everything. And honestly, at this point, I think we should, because we can. And the garden is absolutely tiny. So we're going to stock up on every single item that we can currently find, as that might go and help us with going and getting pollination. But the dragon fruit seed is pretty decent to go and get. And the same with all of the bamboo. So we're going to go and place that in all of the same area in case we somehow manage to go and get like a lightning strike or something. Now we're going to go and plant all of our new seeds and hope that something here manages to go and get pollinated, which might result in us going and getting some cool stuff. We do have this pollinated carrot and also this one. So let's go and harvest them and go and drop them off and see if that's actually any use. Give this to the compressor, only 9.5 kilograms to go. I feel like pollinated carrots are probably a really bad thing because it's so lightweight. So if anything, we want this giant bamboo to be pollinated because that will weigh a ton and definitely be pretty useful. And oh, why is there a seed over there? Can I steal this seed? I have no idea whose seed this is. Okay, it's not mine. Someone in this server just stole. Oh. Actually, to be fair, that's probably not a bad idea. This person, he's got a ton of stuff, to be fair. Let's just go and harvest everything that we don't want. Especially, like, the smaller carrots. We don't want them, because if that gets pollinated, then it's kind of just, like, a waste, if that makes sense. Because if we get rid of the small ones, then that means all the big ones will have, like, a better odds, I think, if I'm correct. So we're going to do the same with absolutely everything that we have. We just want to get rid of all of the small stuff in hopes that we go and get the big ones pollinated. And oh, look how big that bamboo is. If that gets pollinated, then GG's to me. Also, can we talk about how cool this person's house is? Like, what is this? This whole, like, statue and the building of this, that's actually a crazy looking garden. What the heck? Yo, this is crazy. These are all so big. Yeah, this person must be pretty rich. And wait, they have 40 billion. Yeah, I wasn't wrong. 40 billion's crazy. Meanwhile, they look at my garden. They're just like, haha, what the heck is this? The stock reset is in 5 seconds. I'm really hopeful that we go and get, like, again, imagine we get, like, a prismatic seed. That would be crazy. Anything good? We got some pumpkins, which is a legendary. Not bad, not bad. So we can buy all of this, and what I didn't think about doing is actually going to like the gear shop. So let's head to the gear, see what sort of stuff we can go and get maybe out of the cosmetics, as that's definitely interesting. What the bro, am I getting flexed on? What the heck? What the heck has he got? Oh, okay, well, we're gonna go over here. They said you want to trade. I feel like that sounds like a scam, because there's not like an actual trading menu, right? Is there anything good in here? We want like a sprinkler, and nope. There's nothing worth going and buying out of this. He said, does anyone want to trade? Whoa, I got a big strawberry. I didn't even realize that. Okay, run, stop, run. I will give you my strawberry. Let's give the guy with 40 billion my strawberry and see what he has to say. You want my strawberry, bro? You can take it. It's a good deal. It's a good deal. Please take it. And the dude just left the server. You know what? I don't blame him, to be honest. Shop is restocking in 20 seconds. That's kind of what the majority of people go and do, is just sit and wait for a restock. If you have 100 million shekels, then you just literally patiently wait until a restock. That's pretty much the only thing you can kind of do. Let's see. Imagine it's a beanstalk. Please. Is it all trash? We can buy some watermelons. Let's buy some of them. And trash. Potentially the gear shop is going to be a bit better. I'm really hopeful for that, because the seeds are pretty shockingly bad. Oh, there's actually an advanced sprinkler, so that's probably pretty good. We're going to go and purchase that. I think we're going to go and place it here, because that seems it will go and reach all of the stuff. And then we also have a bunch of seeds in our inventory that we have just gone and purchased. Well, I say a bunch, I mean 6. So what we're going to do is actually place all of those down, because there's a chance that they might go and get like a mutation now. So let's place everything. In fact, because we might as well just go and buy like everything possible. Let's just stock up even on like the strawberries and all the garbage seeds. Because I guess there's a chance we might go and get like some big mutation. So let's also place down some tomatoes and then some more blueberry seeds. And we're going to harvest everything that's currently here, in case you didn't know how a sprinkler works. You need to make sure that you harvest everything, and basically any new fruit will have like a better chance of growing bigger, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and as you can see, this strawberry right here might actually end up being a pretty big one. I don't really know. I'm pretty sure that's a strawberry, right? And wait a second, why have we got like the world's biggest blueberry bush? Okay, I mean, I'm not complaining. That's actually probably pretty cool to see. I don't normally see a blueberry bush this big. What the heck? Oh my gosh, that's crazy to see. Okay, I think we might have lucked out. Well, I say lucked out, but I mean, all this stuff isn't really the best items. But oh my god, I didn't even know you could get a blueberry bush this big. That's quite funny to see. Now, in case you're wondering, I do have a snail that my friend on this server has just currently let me go and borrow, which is kind of cool. What the heck? Look how big this blueberry is. No way. Like, that's so big. I didn't know that was possible. I really hope that we can go and get one of these mutated. I think that'd be good. Maybe I should just harvest everything else here. Wait, what's this? Corn? Okay. I'm gonna harvest all the carrots and hope that we can go and get like a giant mutated plant on this blueberry. Would be pretty cool to see. Actually go and like grow it offline, you know, that's the whole point of the game, and we'll probably check back in like an hour or so. Hopefully we'll have like a giant thing right here. This person's just come to my house with like a banana. Nice banana, bro. Oh, he's giving me a banana. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for the banana. Let's go. Before we leave, there's a seed restock in 50 seconds. That's what keeps people hooked on this game, is the seed restock. We can go and buy some bamboo, so that's pretty decent. Let's stock up on all of the bamboo and then some watermelons. Let's go and check out the garden, see if any blueberries have grown. And Why is it such a tiny blueberry? Why such a big plant with small blueberry? That's so funny to see. We can actually sell a whole inventory. Let's see. I want to sell my inventory. Probably getting like 500. 152k. Okay, that's actually a lot more than I was expecting, to be fair. So we're gonna harvest everything here. I don't think we ended up getting anything big. This giant blueberry bush is probably quite annoying, in fact, but we'll see. As I said, we're gonna go like offline and see what happens once we check back in later. I think this dragon fruit tree will probably have grown quite a bit, and hopefully we'll have like some big fruits on this, but I'm not too sure. Then also we want some stuff for the swarm event. So I've just came back after being AFK for around 5 hours. Let's go and check in on our garden, find out what we've got. And what happened to my giant bamboo? I'm pretty sure I didn't collect that. I think someone might have actually stolen it, which honestly is absolutely very dumb if someone has stolen it. I really cannot remember going and harvesting the giant thick bamboo. So I think someone has actually stolen it, which is kind of crazy. I would have kept it for the challenge where you have to go and do the bees. As for this, the blueberries, not much has happened. I was expecting you'd get like big blueberries by having a giant blueberry bush, but honestly it's just more pain than it is use by having one that's this big. So it's slightly pointless. We are gonna harvest everything right here. Obviously, with this much shekels, I still have so much left that is no possible way to spend like the 100 million within the amount of duration that I had for this challenge. Also, who would spend Robux to steal what I had? Like, honestly, it was pointless. I want to trade honey. Do we have anything? Oh, I don't even know what this is. In stock, honey. I actually don't know what this is. Oh, this is what you can buy with the stuff. Oh, I see. So we want to go and get all that stuff. All right, makes sense. But we have nothing to go and to give. No pollinated plant, right? If I search poll, yeah, we don't have anything pollinated for the little buzzy bees. We do get some corn, big corn, and we're gonna go and sell everything. Moral of the story is, yeah, we didn't get much. Nothing crazy will happen if you start with 100 million. I guess it doesn't necessarily matter how much you start with. The main way to go and upgrade your garden is just by playing over time. Like, going and getting a massive increase right at the beginning isn't actually that crazy beneficial, because as you can see, it hasn't actually gone and boosted my garden to make it like absolutely amazing by having that much money in the first place. Because to go and get better seeds, you just got to do the challenges, you got to play the game, and starting off with a ton of money seems that it hasn't really done much.